Alright, so what's good YouTube, man? It's your boy FX here and I'm back with another video. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about how I was able to make over $3,000 today trading Euro USD, so that's the Euro dollar versus the USD dollar. Right, I caught a supply setup today, right, and pretty much I just want to, I want to explain, you know, the reason why I took the setup, pretty much, right? Because I mean, you can't just get up and take a trade. You have to really have some kind of reason or some kind of bias, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know that, well, no, no, I don't really know. I mean, I would expect you to know that. All right, if you're not, if I mean, if you haven't been trading, though, if you're completely new to trading, then yes, right? I mean, I think the thing is, a lot of persons who are new to trading, you guys don't really know how to take a trade or when to take a trade. I mean, there's so much that you have to know. I mean, when you just start out, you don't really have a strategy, I guess, so you're really trying to find one, right? Well, that's pretty much what I did. I had to find a forex strategy first, and then I could start taking trades, you know. So, yeah, no, if you don't have a forex strategy, then this is one that you can learn, right? So this is a video for persons who do not have a strategy, don't know how to trade, and you want a strategy so you can start trading and you can start making money. I mean, that's the whole purpose, right? That's the whole purpose of why we're trading is to make money. No, so if you look, uh, if you know what a supply is basically aggressive selling and demand is aggressive buying. No, I took a supply, so that means there was a lot of sellers in the market. So I sold. So if you hear someone say they took a supply trade, it means they sold pretty much. Does that make sense? Right? So I sold today by taking a supply um, setup, right? Now what is a supply setup? Right? What is a supply setup? Now, a supply setup is when we have aggressive selling. So these candlesticks here is aggressive selling. And plus, this aggressive selling broke a structure going in the seller's direction. So the previous point where the market was aggressive selling was able to break that structure. Now, what is a structure? This right here is a structure. This is is a low, right? No, this was a lower low because it was lower than all these low here. So that was a lower low. And the aggressive selling that took place was able to break that lower low. That is aggressive selling. And that is a part of my supply and demands. That is a part of my strategy. So there's a few things that I look for when I'm looking to take my supply or demand trades. Now, in this case, it was a supply trade. All right. So there's a few things that I look for because I mean, whenever you have like a set or a few things that you look for before taking a trade, that allows you to be consistent. And consistency is very important in day trading, right? And you have to learn how to pretty much stick to these rules, right? Because the thing is that when you're trading, bro, your emotions are going to get in the way. In the moment when the money is on the line and you're looking to take that trade, your emotions aren't going to be stable at all. So in that case, you need a few rules and regulation you govern that you use to govern your trading style or the way how you take your trades or the thing you look for when you take trades. You have a few rules and regulations before. Now, These are rules and regulation that you have to learn to stick with. That's why you have to learn to be disciplined. And that's something that trading taught me was discipline. You have to learn to be disciplined. I mean, trading is really, and I laugh because a lot of times persons get it confused and think that trading is really technical. I mean, yes, it is technical, but at the same time, it is really a mind thing. So it's like it's more psychology, really, because being consistent requires you to be extremely strong mentally. So, I mean, once you really understand the nature of the market, then applying our once you understand the market, you will really see that it truly comes down to the psychological aspect. Because the market is, there's a lot that goes into it that I don't think I can really explain in this video. But let me just get back to the point. So as I was saying, yeah, so sellers were able to break struck. There's a lot. What am I what am I saying? Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so I need to get into this shit. All right. So as I said, there was a lot of sellers that was in the market, pretty much. Sellers really they broke structure. They were able to aggress. Let me use the marker. Because using my finger doesn't make sense. You guys need to know what I'm talking about. So sellers, because I mean, bro, that's all. The forex is really simple. Take just understand market structure. And once you understand supply and demand, you just need a strategy. That's all you need. Just learn the strategy, bro. I, I don't know what to say at this point. I'm just trying to get you guys to learn this shit. I hope I'm making sense. These are my first few videos, and I'm not the best with this concern to, like, making the videos soon. I guess I'll be more comfortable over time, and I'll be more better. I'll be able to be more relaxed and just make the videos, and some cool videos, bro. Teaching you guys how to make some money in these markets, right? So yeah, as I said, aggressive selling, break structure, price came back to the point where sellers aggressively sold at in the past. No, you see, trading is really reacting to the past because if sellers really sold and that's why patterns and things you learn over time is very important. And this is something I was able to learn over my trading journey ever since I've been trading pretty much. When price go back to a point where a lot of sellers sold that in the past, there's a high chance that sellers will sell again at that same point. So me knowing that, me seeing that all the time on the charts, that can be a edge for me because then I'm like, all right, since this always happened and it's been happening over a long period of time, over history or in the past, multiple times, because that's all trading is. You seeing patterns that happens a lot, and then you go and try to test out that theory pretty much, or you try to really test to see if this pattern is consistent. All you do is just backtest it and you trade it in real time, and you literally see that every time. All right, well, not every time, most times, but you realize that the pattern does actually play out in your favor based on how, I guess, how big you have your stop loss, pretty much, because all of those things really play a lot of part in your trade, because you could have a tight stop loss and get stop out. right? So there's a lot of things that can cause you to even lose a trade because you could have a tight stop loss, get stop out, and then price continues to go in the direction that you want it to go in. But because your stop loss was so small, you lose a trade. You lose a trade. So there's a lot of things that goes into why you lose trades. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, that's simply it. I waited for price to come back to the zone that sellers sold at a lot and waited for an entry into the trade, held the trade, and I was able to catch a 1 to 3. So I mean, that's really it. There's not too much about it. I mean, for it's like once you just start becoming consistent at what you do, bro, this becomes easy. I mean, I know a lot of persons may look at the chart and they're looking at it like, bro, what the hell is this? Yes, I mean, you're gonna think that because you're not used to, it's like you don't really learn the language of the markets as yet. But the more you trade, is the more you're going to learn how the market actually moves. And when you can learn how the market move, then you can start predicting how it move. So you get where I'm saying now? You see why trading is actually different than gambling. Like trading is really an analytical game, if that makes sense. It's you analyzing past history and past data to predict what is going to happen. Because the market moves in a pattern, bro. The market moves in a pattern. And if something moves in a pattern, then you can predict it. That's all. And when you find a pattern that consistently happens in the market, so what is your pattern? And I think that's really it. Because that's really, I mean, I think that's going to be some videos that I'm going to have to make. Pattern. What is your pattern? What pattern are you trading? Because that's all trading is. It's trading patterns. That's all it really is. I can't really explain it any more than that. I'm trying to explain what is up here into words, but I'm trying to make it out pretty much. But trading is really patterns, right? And once you can understand a pattern, you know how a pattern moves, you know when a pattern is happening, then you can predict how price reacts when it is at your pattern or at a certain point in your pattern. You enter the trade, you set your stop loss, you set your take profit. It's either you're going to win or you're going to lose. That's the only two things can happen, win or lose. And regardless of what happens, it doesn't matter. If you have a consistently winning strategy, the point is to make money over time. It's not about that one trade, it's about taking multiple of trades, and managing your risk properly. So take multiple of trades, manage your risk properly. That's how you make money day trading. If you're risking 1% per trade, cool. But if you're risking 1%, what's your account size? How much time can you manage to lose 1%? All these things play a huge part, and that's how you manage your money trading. Because if you're taking trades where you're risking a lot of your capital, you can't if you don't have a lot of money to risk that amount of money, then it doesn't make sense. So understanding how to manage your risk is a huge part of day trading. It's a very huge part of day trading. Gotta learn to manage your risk properly, pretty much. So I guess this is just like a ranting video. Uh, but I guess this is just a video for anyone, who wants to like learn a few things about day trading, you know, make a lot of these videos just going over trades. So maybe you can watch like my old videos. You can learn something, and if you don't understand the first time, don't stop. Just keep watching the videos. Over time, something is going to click, but This is just for anyone who see day trading and you want to do it because you like the lifestyle, you like the way how you'll be able to make money anywhere in the world. I mean, these are all the perks that comes in day trading, bro. So if you can actually come in this game, bro, and start making money and learn how to do it, bro, you can live a fantastic life. You get what I'm saying? So that's it for the video. Peace and love. I'm out.